In this video, I am going to tell you what Bumblefoot is, what causes it, and show you some remedies that you can do to cure it. Today I'm going to go over to my friend's house and help her with her pet chicken that has Bumblefoot. If you've never had a problem with this, that's great, but it is an infection in the foot that is common among chickens. So here's my disclaimer. Obviously, I'm not a vet, but I have had some experience with Bumblefoot, and this is how I treat it. Bumblefoot is basically a staph infection that starts on the foot where they've had an injury of some kind. Maybe they've stepped on a thorn, or they've jumped down from a perch that is too high, and it's gotten infected. You'll notice that there's a little nodule, a little sore on the bottom of their foot. As soon as you notice that they are limping, you need to take care of it as soon as possible, or they could die. In severe cases, the way you treat Bumblefoot is you have to cut the infection out. But my first line of defense is to use VETERICYN. It's a spray. And many times, if the Bumblefoot is not advanced enough, you can spray this on the affected area and wrap it up, treat it about 3 times a day, and within a few days, it'll go away if it's minor. But in this case, it's more severe. Here are the tools we need. But before we get started, I want to introduce you to these guys. We're at my friend's house. These are her cockatiels, and you'll hear them in the background. But the things we're going to need are cotton rounds, alcohol, sticky gauze, plastic tape, some Epsom salt, tweezers, a scalpel, antibiotic ointment, and some scissors. Now be aware not to use anything with a painkiller in it because it's poisonous to chickens. So nothing with cane on the end. This is Cordy, my friend.
Hi.
And her poor little chicken with Bumblefoot.
This is Camille.
Okay, so she's going to be our patient. Well, it hurts, but she's not going to be screaming. Okay. We had to wrap her in a towel because she's fidgeting quite a bit. So if you can get a towel, wrap the chicken up, and they'll feel more comfortable if you have them wrapped up pretty tight. We're soaking her foot for 30 minutes in warm water with Epsom salt. And the reason for that is we want to soften the wound and get her foot as pruny as possible, making it much easier to cut out the infection. Let's see. Yep, looks pretty pruny to me. The next thing we need to do is get this scab off so we can see what we're doing. Get it focused. There we go. Okay, taking off the scab. There we go. Now as you're pulling at this, it's not going to be easy. You kind of have to get some muscle in there, so don't be squeamish. Let's wipe the area down with some alcohol. And I really doubt I'm going to be able to record as I'm cutting. So just be aware. Let me see. Just be aware I'm going to be cutting out around the infection, and I'll show you when I'm done. Now if you look carefully, you'll see that I've cut all the way around the infected little kernal, and I'm going to try to use this gauze just to pull it out. There we go. Can you see it there? That is the infection. We got that out. And she's bleeding a little bit, so let's get that cleaned up and wrapped up. I'm going to fold this in quarters and put this antibiotic on there directly on the wound. Alright, let's put this on her foot. So go ahead and take that gauze off. And we'll put this medicine directly on there. And just hold that.
Okay.
Okay. Next, get your sticky gauze. I cut the end of this strip in 4 so that it can go between the toes, and then this piece is to go around the foot. See, she's all wrapped up. Lastly, I'm going to put that plastic bandage tape around there to keep it somewhat waterproof. Good idea. Okay, we're all done. All she needs now is a pedicure. There we go. All better now. There she is. She's checking it out.
She's actually standing on it.
Yeah, she's standing on it, and she's just going to be fine. We'll come back in a few days, unwrap it, and look at it. We're also keeping her separate from the rest of the flock so that she can rest and heal, because they were kind of picking on her a little bit. They noticed that something was different about her. So we'll get her all better, and she can rejoin her friends later. It's been a week, and this is the first chance I've been able to go over and check on my friend's chicken. I'm really excited to see how she's doing, so let's go. Okay, here's the big reveal. Well, it looks pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So she has a little scab there, but the tissue is all nice and soft, and it's almost completely healed. She's healing up just fine, but she still has a scab, so I'm going to put some antibiotics with some gauze and rewrap it for another week and see how she's doing then. It's been a few weeks, and I want to check on Camilla one more time. She's just as happy as my stupid cat. That's probably why she got Bumblefoot in the first place, is because she's such a heavy bird. She jumped too high from a perch. Okay, so here is her foot. This is where the Bumblefoot used to be. There's a scar there, but she's healed up perfectly, and she is one happy girl again. I hope you can use the information from this video to help you with your chickens in case one of them does get Bumblefoot. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I keep my chicken run in my coop smelling nice year-round. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Just one more thing before I let you go. I just got these. They're called SLOGGERS from Amazon.com. It's a product placement. Yes, it is. If you'd be interested in getting some of these, I'm going to leave a link below. And if you click on that link to purchase some of these, I'll get a very small commission. Y'all take care and have a nice day. Y'all, I so have to show you this. She has installed a swing in her chicken coop. Isn't that adorable? I'm going to have to do that.